Hello, hello, hello. We are back for another watch along. It is Orlando City versus DC United this evening. And we are here to talk about the game, which is going to kick off in around 5-6 minutes' time. Make sure you all tune in at the right time with me along. I have got my game ready just here. I've got the commentary on in my ears. And before we start going into the game and things, let's just take a look at the team lineup. So, for Orlando City, it's golazo in goal. They are looking at a 4-4-2. Thorhalsen, Schlegel, Janssen, and Smith at the back. Torres, Arajo, Cartagena, and Angulo making that midfield. And then Maguire and Ojeda as the front two. In terms of DC United, we are going to be looking at a 5-3-2, 3-5-2. It's going to be a fluid one because you're going to see potentially a 3-4-3 moving into that kind of formation. But in goal is Tyler Miller after making that absolute horrendous mistake midweek. He has somehow managed to make his way back into the lineup, which is the initial reaction so far I've seen have been a bit not being great. People are not happy that he is back in the lineup. They were hoping for a Bono to come back into the team for this weekend's fixture, but it isn't to be. Your centre backs are Garrison Tubbs, Lucas Bartlett, and Chris McVeigh. Great to see McVeigh making a second start in a row after he's had a lengthy spell on the sidelines. Pedro Santos is on the wing, and for some reason I've got him down as captain when it should be Christian Benteke. And then, oh, no, I do not want to remove that from the screen. That would be not very good. The stream is back. It's went off for a brief moment there. Not sure what happened there. Right, we're back. Where was I? Yeah. Centre backs, Garrison Tubbs, Lucas Bartlett, Chris McVeigh, Pedro Santos, and Herrera are the wingers, the wing backs. In the midfield, you've got Rodriguez, Peltola, and Gabriel Pirani. Pirani and Rodriguez getting on the score sheet midweek. Some lovely goals. Rodriguez with a tidy finish and Pirani with a little dink around a couple of players and slotting it home. And then up top, Ted Cucci-Pietro and Christian Benteke. What does everybody feel about that lineup? And top it all off, we've actually got players on the bench. Can you believe it? Bench players. I know. It's unusual for us to have players on the bench. I can't believe it. I'm sure you guys can't believe it either. I'm just absolutely stoked that we've got players on the bench. Let's have a look who is on the bench for us this evening. There are Alex Bono, Jared Stroud, Hayden Sargas, Matai Akinbone, Jeremy Garay, and Jacob Murrell. Decent bench. Got worse. Look at that. An absolute decent bench for us this evening. So yeah, I'm not going to argue too much. I'm going to spin this around a little bit further that way. So we get more of the football shirts. You might see a new shirt at the back there. This one right here. That is to add into the ever-growing collection. I didn't realise. I've now found out that is a 2000 shirt. That's a 96-97. Obviously, that was the 25th anniversary. You've got the marble jersey. Last year's home shirt. Current away shirt with last year's sponsor. And then the one I've got on is the current one. Predictions for this evening. I'm feeling a little bit more confident after finally getting around to watching the highlights, because I didn't until after the podcast that I did this week. So apologies. Yeah, a little bit more confident. Orlando haven't done particularly well this season. They're, a couple of places above us in the league right now. I don't want that one. I want that one. Yeah, they're coming out. Their teams are out, almost ready. Almost ready. If you're watching live, please like this stream and drop us a chat. Let me know what you think of the prediction of the lineup. Sorry, the prediction score-wise, and what you think of the lineup. We are almost ready for kickoff. Lucas Spala is the referee. Logan Brown and Mike Nickerson are the assistant refs. Elton Garcia is the fourth official, and David Barry. That sounds like an English name, that one. David Barry. I wonder if he is. We are ready for the kickoff. So if you want to watch along live with me, make sure you see the time just up there. Make sure you are tuned in at the same time so you're not going to hear me weirdly talking about something shit minutes afterwards. Because I know what streaming's like. You're going to get delays. Always happens. Always happens. For those who are watching live, tell me where you're from. Are you a DC fan or are you an Orlando fan? You are listening to the DC UK watch along between Orlando City and DC United, all the way from the sunny skylines of the United Kingdom, and we are kicking off. Here we go. Vamos United from DC. JJ Mansa, how are you? Thoughts on Rodriguez in the past few matches? It's been a ton of fun. Yeah, I'm really pleased that he's back in the team and he's actually doing well as well. Here we go. Rodriguez on that ball. Feeds it wide towards Benteke, who's back heels it to Pedro Santos. Cuts inside. It's Pedro. DC looking for a fast start here. It's Ted Cucci-Pietro. Benteke on the left. Back to Santos, who does a little 1-2 with him. Out to the right. Tubbs. Deep ball in, but that is going to be straight into Golazo's hands. Who kicks it off long. That's a great... I thought that was going to be a very good ball there, but that was a quick counter-attack there from Orlando. Rodriguez almost on the halfway line. Squares it along to Tubbs. To the right-hand side, where is that Herrera? This picture quality for this evening stream's not particularly great. I know, I mean, I'm obviously streaming at the same time, but I've got rather good internet. Out for an Orlando throw. First 90 seconds, not so bad. Very quick. Quick ball. It's already back into play. Be interesting to see who gets the opening jabs in this game. Who's going to hit the knockout blow? Bartlett with a ton of time there on the ball. Paltola is dispossessed. The referee has given a free kick for that. Surprised by that one. Tyler Miller. After that horrendous mistake, he probably just needs that little bit of confidence. So tries giving him that jersey to start in goal. And looking back on the replays of that mistake, it was a firm back pass, but you'd expect him to have a better first touch. McVeigh, twisting and turning, plays all the way back to Tyler Miller, whose first touch there was pretty decent. Again, plenty of time on the ball. It's not like it's an actual free kick, but Miller launches it towards Benteke, who takes it on the chest beautifully, but gives the ball away, and it's a through ball Tyler Miller is rushing out there to clear it away. Great positioning from Miller there to quickly get onto the ball and clear it away. And looking at that, that's a couple of times that they've attacked through the middle, Orlando. Rodriguez with a great tackle there on a header. Orlando seem to be kind of stuck down in their own half here. Apologies. But Rodriguez. DC on the ball with Tubbs crossing the halfway line. Herrera on the right. To Pirani, back to Herrera. Ball in, but it is straight at the keeper again. Launches it long and quickly yet again. But Bartlett, simple, takes it easily down. Poor ball by Ted there. Tried to find Herrera on the right, but it was not going in the right direction. If you wonder where Click is, because he's not in the lineup or on the bench this evening, he's out with an illness. So we'd probably expect to see, would have expected him instead of Pirani this evening, but hey, I'm happy for Pirani getting a start after him grabbing a goal after coming off the bench in the midweek game. McVeigh on the ball. Peltola in the middle. Squares it to Rodriguez, who plays a crossfield ball towards Herrera, who's was intercepted, but it was headed out for a goal. Sorry, not a goal kick, a throw into DC. Golazo on the ball. Long ball to the left. Oh, Peltola with a rough challenge there, but the referee's not giving it. Not going to argue. As long as the ref's consistent with the way he's given or not given free kicks. Peltola with the header down, Benteke. It's now Rodriguez. Feeds it outright to Herrera. McVeigh. Doesn't find Pedro Santos. Now it's Thorhalson. Space on the right for Torres. Torres cuts inside. He's on the edge of the box. He has a go, and it is blocked by McVeigh. Great block there. Rodriguez hacks it away. And the referee's blown his whistle. Is that an injury? I wouldn't be surprised because that ball was whacked pretty hard. Herrera's down. One of our best players so far this season. They're talking about a VAR check for a penalty, but that would be incredibly harsh. The ball was bounced up off him and onto the hand. His hand was in a natural position as well, really. It wasn't so that there's anything bad about that. Bit of a break whilst they're taking a look at Herrera and making sure he's okay. The guy's getting the fluids on board. It's Orlando. It's going to be hot and sweaty. Oh, Paltola. That was a pretty big whack on his ankle. Commentators talking about a shallow bench for DC United. This is the best bench we've had in months. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? So Herrera's having to go off. He's had the physio on, which means that he has to stay off for a little bit, and DC end up being down to 10 men for, what, I think it's 2 minutes? July 18th can't come fast enough. We do need our reinforcements, and we've got two coming in Dominic Bargi and Schneck, the Austrian left back. Here we go. Orlando with the ball. Paltola with... Yeah. Thought it would have been a free kick there. I'm surprised it wasn't given sooner. But Orlando, free kick. Taken quickly. Janssen squares it. They're around the back. Tubbs with a tackle there. Fantastic. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He does remind me of a Donny Pine style of player. He's got the speed. He's got the length to be able to get quickly across that pitch and get that tackle in. Ball in. Headed in a goal. Was that offside? Yes, offside. Goal disallowed. Schlegel thinking he got the opener. Looks some confusion on their faces there. They're not thinking it's offside. There we go. Ball comes in. Oh, miles offside. Clear as day. Don't know why they were confused about it. I hope they're bringing the semi-offside rule, VAR, into MLS. Because that would have cleared it up very quickly. Ball out for a DC United throw. Halfway into the Orlando half. Herrera is now back on the pitch. Pedro Santos gives it to Pirani. Rodriguez. McVeigh looks to square it along to Herrera, who not really the best of balls because he's having to go backwards all the way back to Tyler Miller. Tyler Miller with the ball long. Towards Benteke, it's a bit too far, a bit too deep. Orlando with the throw? Bit surprised by that decision. Didn't look like it went off a DC United player, but hey. Throw in taken. Square. Crossfield ball. Angulo on the right. Overlap run. Crossfield ball. It's a bit too deep there. That's Thorhalson. Oh, who's down now? Rodriguez. You heard the scream on that. They're looking at a spotlight on Duncan Maguire at the moment, who is a great player for Orlando. He's been scoring against us for a couple of seasons now. He's leading the way for Orlando with 7 goals and assists so far this season. How does Troy wear a suit and tie every match? Could not be doing that. Miller with the free kick. Towards Benteke yet again. Apparently a handball. Robin Janssen. Now to Angulo on the left-hand side for Orlando City, making their way forward. Into the box. Ready for the ball to cross in. It is in and it's out for a goal kick. Nothing too dangerous there. Nobody attacking. There we go. Orlando on the left-hand side. And an unforced error leading to a DC United throw-in. Can we take advantage of this? Be Herrera on the throw. I don't think we're going to get a huge amount of opportunities tonight, so we need to take them when we can. Pirani to Pedro Santos. Crosses the ball in towards Benteke, who feels like he was being held there, but nothing given, and it's back out for a DC throw. So far, so good from a DC point of view. Not really conceding too many opportunities. And keeping things a bit quiet. That's Tubbs with a slightly heavy first touch, but managed to get it away. Rodriguez with the header. Maguire. Oh, they almost did a nice triangle there, Orlando. But it was a bit too firm of a pass. Possession, 66% to DC so far. Incredible. Was not expecting that. Not going to argue. Not going to argue at all. Torres feeding it down the right hand side. McVeigh trying to barge Thorhalson off the ball, but he's through into the box. He cuts it back, and it's square to Torres. It's in. It's 1-0 to Orlando City. Martin Ojeda taking the lead for Orlando. That was very well done from an Orlando point of view there. Very well done. McVeigh not strong enough with his shoulder barge. Watch this. Look at that. He should have been stronger on that one. I should have stuck with him. Thorhalson with a nice little crop turn. And then all I had to do was just smash it into the back of the net. What was that? Yeah. There's chat about what Miller was doing, but I'm not gonna argue with what Miller was doing. I think he was doing the right thing. He went down to close Thorhalson down. McVeigh was beaten. I think Miller is very unlucky on that one. But you're right, Victor. Very sloppy defending. Now DC are on the back foot. Okay, Rodriguez to Tubbs. Ooh, Pedro with a challenge from behind there. No surprise on the free kick. .2% probable victory for DC United now. Not good from our point of view at all. Not good. Considering our recent form, you just don't see DC United coming back from this right now. And we've gone back to how we were playing before, where it's just very one-dimensional. Tubbs again with the brilliant block there. Everything we've done so far has gone straight through Benteke, and it feels like we've just not learned that we don't have to go through him. But, you know. Corner coming in. Not much man marking going on in the box there. A couple of Orlando players just free. The ball back in, and oh, what a header. That is 2-0. DC United are well and truly down here. Robin Janssen with a fantastic header, great ball in, and a powerful header beyond Tyler Miller's reach. How did DC come back from this? How do we come back from this? Let's just see that again. Torres. The ball in. And Bartlett's just... Bartlett's just not even challenging. Jansen's got all the time he needs just to set himself ready for that header. Again, I have to feel for Miller on this one. I have to feel for Miller. Oh dear. The PA announced he's having a field day. Not coming back. You're very right. You're very right. Oh, here you go. Torres. And that is a tackle. It's another corner. Santos is fuming. Oh. Thankfully, it's in Miller's hands. There was a brief moment there where heart was in mouth. 2.2%. We've got a chance. There's a chance. Right, Rodriguez. We now got to think about, can we just get a goal back before half time now? Santos. Ted Pietro has been very absent in this game so far. Rodriguez feels like I'm mentioning him so often right now. Tubbs to Bartlett. Rodriguez again. He's the one who is driving DC right now. Picking up the ball all over the place. Bartlett. It's nice to see the confidence in Rodriguez coming through. He's wanting the ball at every moment. Herrera on the right-hand side. Having to go backwards. Give it to Rodriguez. Move forward now, lad. Move forward. Sideways pass to McVeigh. To Benteke, who's so deep right now. It's Tekuch Pietro to Pirani. Again, quite absent. Patola back to Pirani. Almost through. But not the simple pass there. Back to the keeper, Pedro Haleze. Ugh. Long field ball towards Benteke again. Can we just do something else? It's frustrating. When Benteke has just been, again, just so quiet. Oh, that was a good forward ball there. Branzangulo plays it to Cartagena. It's on the left. Ojeda with the ball in. Oh, flicked over the bar. Maguire with the flick there. That was a lovely, lovely attempt. And it's been a substitution for DC United. Herrera's having to go off. And Jacob Murrell is coming on. What have we changed here then? Yeah, injury sub. Yeah, Herrera picked up the knock earlier on, defending the ball, and Paltola, there was a bit of a collision where Paltola kicked the back of his ankle. And yeah, he was off for there's a couple of minutes of stoppage, and then Herrera went off for a little bit as well. But now it's Cartagena, and it's easy for Miller to get to there. So we've got Santos at left back. McVeigh, Tubbs, and who's at right? Or is it McVeigh at right back? Benteke to Peltola. Is he going to have a go? He tries to feed it through, but is it intercepted? Now it's Robin Jansen who boots it forward, and Miller is there to clear the ball away. But now it's a beautiful ball to Murrell. Oh, he's almost through there, but it is intercepted and is back into Galaze's hands. Let's just have a look at the scores around the ground, shall we? Games that have currently in progress. Cincinnati 1, Miami 1. Columbus 2, Toronto 0. Montreal 0, Vancouver 1. And Philadelphia 0, New York 0. Barani to Benteke. Nicely done. Benteke turning. Plays it out wide. McVeigh on the right-hand side to Murrell. Rodriguez. This is a good little passing play here from DC United here. Santos to Rodriguez again. Flings the ball into the box. Oh! There was a collision there. Oh, there are bodies down on the ground here. Galaze came out for it there, whilst Murrell was going for it. And there's an Orlando player that was in the collision there as well. And then Robin Jansen, as he's clearing the ball, has then gone into the post. Let's look at this again. Rodriguez with a beautiful ball in. Murrell with the header. Surely that is dangerous play from Galaze. That is truly dangerous. I've seen and heard that those could be given as penalties, because that is not taking the player's safety at all there. That is just coming just hoping and praying that he's going to get onto the ball, not even thinking about it. Cooling break in Orlando, and I'm going to take this moment to have a little beverage myself, so cheers. Oh, yeah, I mean, that wasn't that much of a collision for Janssen there. I know if you're a DC United fan, you might not be enjoying the scoreline, but if you're enjoying the stream, please give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and make sure you get notified about all future watch-alongs and podcasts. Music going on in the background. Ba 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 ba. There's going to be quite a few minutes of added time here. There are going to be many minutes of added time. Oh, golazo has got the ball. Oh, is that Maguire? And it's out for a corner. I would ask how everyone's feeling, but I'm predicting how everyone is feeling. Unless you're an Orlando fan who is watching this live, if you're come and announce yourself in the chat. We won't bite. You might be a little bit angry, but we won't bite. Corner ball in. Oh, gone for the Olympico, but it was just off the top of the bar. That would just top it off for us today, wouldn't it? Miller goal kick just went straight out of play for a throw. At least make it into the opponent's half, but no, not even that. First yawn of the evening. Pirani to Benteke, whose ball is given away. Probably going to take a little bit just to get back into this game. But look at that. Lovely run from Torres. Angulo has a go. And it is blocked and out for another corner. They must be having some amount of corners. But Cincinnati are now 3-1 up against Inter Miami. But Columbus are only 1-0 up. That was 2 before. They must have had a goal disallowed. Looking like it's the 5th corner of the game for Orlando. Ball in. It's too deep. And it's crossed back in again. And it's blocked. Oh. There was a little potential through ball there towards Torres, but Smith's ball was too heavy and it out for a goal kick for DC United. Will this stay in play, or will this go out for a goal kick? Go for a throw-in? And Miller falls over. Straight. Oh, Duncan Maguire. But Tubbs with a fantastic last-ditch tackle. He was the final man and was able to get his foot onto the ball there. We need another strategy going into the second half here. Another strategy, because whatever we're doing right now clearly just isn't working. It's an absolute fucking shambles. Thorhalson. Space. Time. Feeds it to Torres on the right hand side. He gets into the box. Ball in. And the outside of his left foot. Not really the best thing. Ojeda to Angulo. Back to Ojeda. And it's found its way through. Oh. And Miller is able to catch that one. Who's DC's top player so far this game? For me, so far, obviously I've noticed Rodriguez quite a lot, but also Tubbs. Those 2 players are the top performers for us right now. You look at everyone else. McVeigh was at fault for one of the goals. Bartlett could not stick to his man and allowed Janssen to power a header home. Victor's thinking it's the kit man, but now it's Ojeda and Angulo, and it's 3-0. What on earth? There's bad performances. And then there's this. Miller is, trying to close it down. Absolutely fine. This is brutal. This is absolutely brutal. And again, all we're doing is going to Benteke. And oh, bugger off with your fucking benches built by Home Depot. Ugh. Well, DC got a throw. Pedro Santos has taken it. Benteke with the flick into the box, but surprise, nothing happens. And it's a quick ball out counter attack. Angulo on the left. There are so many plays. Martin Ojeda. Ojeda tries to lob it into the box, but it is blocked. And it's not out. It somehow stops on the byline. Orlando keep the ball. You can just see the players are just down. Ojeda 4-0. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, disallowed. That was too easy to get through. Jumping podcast. Topic of discussion. Or do you think this season makes it a fireable offence for Troy? It would be pretty silly to fire him now. First season in. And it takes a lot longer. That's not offside. That did not look offside to me. I think we got away with that. But Orlando are on the attack again. I'll come to your question jumping podcast in just a moment. Yeah, I will come back to it now. So, 8 minutes of out of time. Let's get that on the scoreboard up top there. This form has to be questioned because this is not good at all. Not good in any way, shape, or form. I genuinely thought this could have been a game where we could have picked something up, but that's a sending off right there. That is a send. Bartlett is off. Yeah. Another red card. Oh my words. This is just Angulo's through and he's just gone, hacked him down, not even attempting to get the ball there. Absolutely appalling tackle. Absolutely appalling challenge. What was he thinking? He's now suspended. Yeah. Awful, awful. Considering he did worse than Wayne last season. I think it's been... what helped Troy is the fact that there's been so much change. And there's been... Here we go. Free kick. And it's blocked. They're going to be up for a throw. I don't think the front office will fire Troy. And I think because it's MLS and there's no relegation, he will be allowed to have the time. If this was any other league in the world with relegation on the cards, he would have been fired. But because there's no relegation, he won't be fired. That's what's saving Troy. Then he should count his lucky stars. That is the case. This is just a training exercise for Orlando now. Absolute training exercise. Ugh. If there are any DC fans at the stadium, I absolutely feel for you guys right now. Absolute feel for you. You do not deserve this at all. Victor throwing every sub we have at a halftime, result doesn't matter. Yeah. Troy with his pen out. Tip Benteke off. We play better without him. Or we change how we're playing. Absolutely change how we're playing, because right now, as mentioned before, it's so one-dimensional. Pedro with a free kick. That's a great ball in, and it's out for a DC United corner. First one of the match. Two minutes left of normal added time. Three players on Benteke. It's now down to two. Pedro. No. Referees delaying the taking of this. Oh. That's a decent corner there. Oh, Orlando counter. Here we go. Angulo. They've got men over. And Peltola with the absolute great interception there. Well done, Peltola. Look at that. Last man. Getting his position right. Look, sees the man over on his shoulder. And that is top quality defending right there from Peltola. The Finnish international. Young DP for DC United. Benteke with a towering header. It's Merrill to Ted Kudipietro. Peltola. Ball in towards Benteke. Goal kick. It's probably going to be the last kick of this first half. No, we're still carrying on. McVeigh's header goes to an Orlando player. It's now Torres. Ball wide to Angulo. To her header. Just over the bar. That is half time. Wow. What a first half. Let me just have a quick look at the chat here. So, jumping podcasts. How do you feel about the player pool or team selection? Local feelings here in DC is that, like Fletcher, for instance, how he's not in the travelling roster for both home and away games, but has been selected for under 19 USA national team squad. It's just confusing. With that bit, I know Fletcher's been out injured for a few weeks now, which is why he hasn't been selected. Obviously, we'd love to see him in there, but I'd rather not select him and potentially worsen that injury that he's been having. Same with Jackson Hopkins as well. He's been out injured. So, yeah, rather not keep having that happen. Lack of consistency in formation. It seems like every game brings new formation, and a lot of the local feedback has been how are the players going to build performance. Yeah, I get that. I 100% get that. And it's difficult. We gotta remember is we've had such a limited amount of players available for us, whether that's through injury or suspension. And it feels like it's been so long that we've been able to actually fill the bench. So, and again, this is why I think Troy gets that time as well. He's had a lot of unfortunate situations where there's been so many injuries this season. It's just not helped matters. And you end up having to put square pegs into round holes. You look at players like Dahome, having to be a left back at times, and then he's put on the right, and yeah, that does not build performance at all. You need that consistency. But what you also need is players not getting sent off stupidly for tackles that they shouldn't be making. So, it's a tricky one. I'm not excusing anything, but I think when you look at the bigger picture, it's been incredibly difficult for Troy to get anything resembling a consistent lineup right now. And on that note, I am going to take a little break, grab myself another drink, grab myself a little bit of food, and I will be right back in just a minute. Well, back. Probably have a bit more food in a second, but yeah. That was an incredibly tough half to watch. So yeah, centre backs. Oh my word! Every game, it's like, please, please, no. Yeah, I get that a lot. I get that feeling a lot. If we had a full roster, what formation do you feel makes the most sense? And you've just got music to my ears of 4-4-2. Perfect formation for us when our players are healthy, with Benteke and Jacob Murrell up top with two centre mids in Click and Stroud, and wings of Rodriguez and Pirani. Yeah, I think if we had a fully fit squad, let me bring up our full roster. Why did I say roster? I should be saying squad. I'm English. And then we've got two new signings, remember, in Schnegg and Bargy. Looking at it, if I sort it by position, so yeah, goalkeepers. Let's have a look at defenders. I wouldn't play Burnbar. Herrera would definitely be at right back. And the way things are going right now, I would absolutely have Garrison Tubbs at centre back. I think he's been very impressive. The more he's playing, the more he looks comfortable. And yeah, very, very happy with them. And it would probably Bartlett, to be fair, he's been the most consistent, but McVeigh's also been very good. So one of them two. And then yet to see Schnegg, so I can't say too much, but right now, yeah, it would be Pedro Sanchez or probably Schnegg when he comes in. Midfield wise, I would probably be sticking Stroud outright, Paltola in the middle, alongside Rodriguez, because I've been impressed with him in the middle. And then probably Pirani on the left, or Rodriguez on the left. One of them two. They could switch between the two of them. We are very much in sync. And then up top, Benteke and Murrell up top. I've been disappointed with Ted this season. I've been incredibly disappointed with him. I've said it before. And until he starts getting consistent and actually gets more goal contributions, then my opinion won't change. All I see of him is he runs at players and then loses the ball. I don't see much more out of Cuda Pietro right now. Players, whilst we're talking about roster, there are a number of players that I would look to ship on. And that would be... Yeah, absolutely right. He has lost the confidence. He looks a bit lost. And again, I think that's as a a couple of things with that as well. He's not playing in the right position, and it's suddenly just kicking on from that. He's just not playing correctly. I don't know what his actual correct position is these days, because it feels like he's just the kind of guy who will just play anywhere to get on the pitch. Starting to feel like he's a bit more of a who was it who played for Arsenal? Who was all over the Ainsley Maitland-Niles kind of situation. He'll just go anywhere. Jack of all trades and a master of none. Ugh. Really want the second half to begin so it can be over quicker. It's going to go one of two ways this half. It's either going to be more goals for Orlando or just dull. One of the two. We just genuinely don't see how this becomes a half where we get back into it at all. Jackson, when did I start following DC United? It's been a while actually. So to kind of give you a little bit of a backstory, if you've not, if you're new to what I do and you've not come across me before, so I knew about DC United back in 1996 when the club was formed, because a team I follow in the UK, Middlesbrough, we sold Jaime Moreno over to DC United. I was only young at the time, so my initial thoughts were not very much. I was very surprised that there was the sport in America, and then it was a few years had passed, and then Freddie Adu came along. I play a game called Football Manager. You might have heard of it. It's a game that I absolutely love, and I still play to this day. But Freddie Adu came on there. He was obviously a DC United player, so I started managing DC United on the game. I was then on the hunt for clips and things online and trying to find out more. And then it just kind of built up from there. So my following up until about 2015 was through trying to find clips online and the game Football Manager. And then 2015 rolls around, Sky Sports gets the rights to cover MLS in the UK, and I was able to watch so much more, so it was great. And I actually managed to get to my first game back in 2018 when on my first trip to the States, and then I came back in 2019 for my birthday and got to another game then. And then obviously COVID hit, and then I came back in 2022. Was due to come back over last year, but personal issues arose, and yeah. Thank you very much, Jackson. I appreciate it. Jumping Podcast, how do you feel about our new striker signing? New striker signing? Oh, Dominic Bargy. Ooh. He's not an out striker, is he? So I'm not expecting him to light it up. But you know what? It's a bit of depth. It's going to be a bit of competition, and it's something that we've been sorely lacking. Up top, we've not really had that many players. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased that we've actually got some extra competition up top now. So, second half has begun. Let's see what happens. I'm intrigued to see what the comments are on the social medias. Half-time tweet that DC put out. Yeah. It's someone going, thank goodness, go put your big boy shorts on. Can we play you every week? How does a team with a brand new stadium and a great market not have people willing to buy the organisation? Yeah. Yeah. It does feel like we need some new owners. Well, it looks like Orlando going to probably toy with us a little bit. Cartagena on the left-hand side. Yeah, Orlando know they can just be incredibly patient and just not have to do too much. They can take the time, pass it around, wear us down. We're not pressing at all from the looks of it. There's space. Angulo getting behind there. But it does the right thing and retain the possession. Cartagena. Over to Torres. Thorhalsen back to Torres. Into the box. Peltola is there to cover. Murrell on the... Who's looking like he's playing it right back here. What is going on? Cartagena. Smith back to Cartagena. Over the top. Ojeda on the left-hand side. Flinks it into the box. Header. Oh, Miller is... Had to tip that wide. That was just tame. How did Miller not keep a hold of that one? How did he not keep a hold of that? Yet another corner for Orlando City. It feels like we're just continuing on from the first half. Oh, Torres was coming short for that one, but Rodriguez had it covered. And Rodriguez has now actually got it. Looking to bring the ball away, but it has unfortunately lost it. It is 0.1% chance of us winning this game. There's still a chance. 0.2% chance of a draw. Oh. Why am I staying up to watch this? It's 10 to 2 in the morning. 10 to 2. Schlegel. Out wide. Torres to Thorhalsen. Wow. 6th red card. There you go. Ojeda getting it into the box, but straight into Miller's hands. Here we go. You ready for the long ball to Benteke? Here we go. Are you ready? You ready? Here we go. Long ball. Oh. Here we go. Long ball. There's nobody around him to support Benteke. Oh, but it's Ted. Ted! No. Nothing happened. He lost the ball. Angulo. So close. It's probably going to be the closest we're going to get all game now. Angulo. Inside. To Ojeda, but it was a poor touch from Ojeda there. Benteke trying to be cute. Just... Oh my word. The ball's cleared out. Jansen's there to Take time. Cartagena to Smith. Angulo whips the ball in. Pedro Santos is trying to see if he's got any chances or anybody to play to, but no, he's had to clear it out. He was able to go wide, but Benteke's nodded it on, and there's just no support. Angulo on the attack again, trying to feed it through, but Tubbs again is there to get the interception, but it's now Angulo in the box, cuts it back. Torres with the effort, claiming a handball. Oh, Barani he's lost the possession. It's Cartagena, has a go. Miller saves it, but it's Maguire who fashions a chance over the bar. As much as I'm enjoying this disaster, I'm switching over to Copa America game as soon as it starts. I appreciate the work you do. Thank you, Victor. I don't blame you. Do not blame you. Who is the fixture in the Copa America this evening? Oh, Uruguay, Brazil. That'll be a good game. That will be a good game. Well, have fun with it, Victor. Have fun with it. Here we go. Orlando attack again at Angulo. Cartagena back to Angulo. On the left-hand side, they've seen a little weak spot here, I think. The fact that Murrell is playing at right back. So looking at it, you got Santos on left back. Peltola and McVeigh at centre back and Murrell at right back. It's just, and then midfield you've got Pirani, Rodriguez, and Ted Pietro, and then obviously Benteke up top. So they've gone with 5 at the back still. I mean, Orlando are on the attack again, Cartagena. So I'm just baffled. Torres to Angulo. He could have gone down there. He could have gone down, and I wouldn't be surprised if that would have been given as a pen. Araujo with the ball in. Lovely nod down from Torres. Tubbs sticking his leg out. Benteke is keeping hold of the ball, retaining possession for the club. DC keeping the ball for a little bit. It's probably as much length of possession we're going to get in this half. Rodriguez out wide to Murrell. Plays it back towards Tubbs. And Rodriguez on the other side of the pitch picking up the ball now. Just trying to do anything he can. Let's just have a look at scores around the grounds then. Oh! A result I'm not expecting right now, which is Cincinnati 5, Miami 1. What is going on over there? Kubo with a double, Lucho Acosta, Bucha, and former DC United man Yami Lassard scoring. I mean, granted, Inter Miami are down their star players. They're playing Sergio Busquets at centre back as well. But that just there's no Jordi Alba, no Luis Suarez, no Lionel Messi. Without those three, they're pretty screwed from the looks of it. At least we're not getting beaten as badly against Cincinnati as Inter Miami are right now. Luis Muriel is coming on. And Hayden Sargas for DC United. Araujo is coming off. Okay. Corner for Orlando. DC are not making the substitution just yet. And it's a poor corner. It's cleared out quite easily. Cartagena, though. Out wide. Another attempt at the cross in. Headed out. But it's Muriel. Benteke's leapt over him. Now it's Pirani on the ball. And they've won the ball back. Benteke's left a foot in there. Jansen's gone down hurt. Oh, Sergio Busquets has just been sent off in the Cincinnati match. That could get real bad for Miami right now. Yeah, they've had more possession. Keeper just having a bad day at the office. It's a double yellow card for Busquets. He must have said something then. Other scores around the grounds at the moment. Columbus 2, Toronto 0. So they've now back up to 2 goals. Vancouver are beating Montreal on the roads. Obviously, Orlando 3, DC 0. It's still 0-0 for Philadelphia and New York. And Uruguay 0, Brazil 0, 3 minutes in the Copa America. But Austin and New York City doesn't look like it's kicked off just yet. Yep, there's a weather delay. Tubbs is coming off. Well done, Tubbs. You've had a good game. Sargas is coming on. No tactical switch at all, apart from Paltola moving to the right side of the back three. Cartagena on the left towards Smith. Angulo on the underlap. He's got past Peltola. Ball in. Is out for another Orlando corner. Brutal for DC right now. Header out. Cartagena though. Out to the right, Smith. Torres on the wing. Whips that ball in swinging. Benteke out with a header. But it's Ojeda to Maguire. Maguire feeds it in. Somehow that does not go in. Look at that. That was good defending from Sargas there. Coming straight on and actually reading the game very well immediately. Ojeda with the corner. Ball's whipped in and it is just missed everyone. But it's Cartagena on the right. It goes round Pirani. His cross is nothing. But it's now Torres. Can he whip that ball in? Yes, he can. It's in deep. Ojeda with the volley back into the box. Smith. And it's blocked out and it's cleared away. As I mentioned before, Rodriguez was getting all over the pitch. He is the most active out of the DC United players, followed by Teku DiPietro at 4.8 miles. But he's not really touched the ball. So what is Ted doing? That's a lot of wasted energy. At least Rodriguez is actively playing with the ball and trying to pick up the passes and things. Oh, Sargas, mate. Yellow card already. You've only just come on. Just... absolutely no need for it. No need to go and do that. Smith into Muriel, who goes down, looking for the free kick. Pirani, Benteke. Got three men round him. No surprise he's lost the ball. Ojeda tries to go around Murrell, the striker, but he defends well. Peltola with the clearance. Oh, lack of discipline on that yellow. It was stupid, that yellow card. Absolutely stupid. Angulo to Smith. Now Muriel. Into the box, and now it's Pirani coming out with the ball. And he wins a free kick. Long ball forward towards Benteke. Again, we're doing it, and there's just no one there to help him. But now it's Rodriguez. To Pirani. We're getting nosebleeds. Santos. Pirani, we're in the box. Benteke turns. Benteke has a go. It's blocked. And now Duncan Maguire launches the counter-attack. Off he goes. He's off with Patola. He goes and attacks the byline, and he just runs out of pitch. Patola covering incredibly well. Tyler Miller on the goal kick. Will he slip over and let the ball go out for a goal kick? That was going to go out. Rodriguez with the little flick over. DC have got men forward here. Rodriguez gives it wide to Benteke, and it's slowed right down now. Santos to Rodriguez. Passing it between the two. Pirani. Going backwards. Just watching the highlight of Sergio Busquets arguing with the ref. Gives away the free. A free kick is given. Busquets is arguing, so he gets a yellow card. He continues arguing. He's not the captain, so he gets his second yellow and is sent off. That's incredible. Go on Twitter and go and see Tom Bogert and his latest tweet, and it shows that video clip. Absolutely incredible. But in Orlando, it is Orlando City 3, DC United 0. Benteke is on the ball to Pirani in the centre of the pitch. DC are enjoying a bit of possession at the moment. It's found Patola on the halfway line. Back to Pirani. Murrell, who finds Ted Kuchpiacha. There's a bit of space up there. If we can find it, Pirani moves inside. Bounces off Muriel. But loses the ball. Now it's Orlando. This could be dangerous for DC. Pedro holds up the play. McVeigh attempts to win the ball, but doesn't quite. Orlando move the ball over to the left-hand side with Angulo. And it is just going walking pace now. Muriel squares it over to Torres, who sees Thorhalson on the right. And literally, there's not a single person running or doing anything right now. This is 20 minutes left, and it's going to be the longest 20 minutes of your life and mine. It's Angulo. Sideways pass to Torres. Thorhalson on the edge of the box. He's inside of the box now, but he plays it back to Torres. Angulo, and it is tackled by Murrell again. He's able to retain possession, and but unfortunately he's given it away. Curse of the commentator there. Ugh. Torres out wide to Angulo. Back inside to Cartagena. Feeds it back. They're just toying with DC, trying to pull us out of position. Find those little gaps. They are the man up, so they've got the ability and the time to do it. Cartagena. Out wide to Smith. With step over. Ball's whipped in. Maguire looks to flick it on, but doesn't quite get to it. Can the ref just blow full time? Just put us all about misery. Right now, I don't think there's any added time needed this second half, but Angulo speeding into the box, cuts inside, squares it over to Muriel. Not Muriel. Yeah, Muriel. If you're tuning in, how are you finding the game? I can see many more viewers. I can see more viewers than likes right now. So if you haven't liked it, please just hit that thumbs up. You might not be enjoying the game, but give it a like because it helps me, not the club. Please. Because I am still up at 17 minutes past 2 in the morning watching this. Oh, what a save from Miller. Janssen absolutely fluffs his chance there to give Orlando the fourth. But that was a heck of a save from Miller. The corner came in. Power headed towards the top corner. Miller gets the hand to it. That is just a phenomenal save. And Janssen somehow just see the replay. See how Janssen misses that completely. Great save. And what is he trying to do? But now it's Maguire on the attack. Squares it across. And that is goal number 4. It was coming. It was coming. We know it was. Torres getting on the score sheet. What can I say? I mean, Duncan Maguire there, sprinting in, squares it across into that corridor. And what are you going to do? Miller can't do anything about that. It's just easy. It's that corridor of uncertainty that nobody can do anything about it, because if you're the goalkeeper and you go to it, you miss it, you look like an absolute fool. If you're a defender and you go for it, it's going into the back of the net. That was just a quality ball by Maguire, and all it needed was a tap in from Torres. 4-0. Just, ugh. I'm guessing we're having a cooling break right now. It's just not going to get any easier. And it's 6-1 for Cincinnati now. 6-1. And Montreal have equalised as well. Do I even look at the standings? That's just not pretty at all. But this result for Cincinnati puts them on top of the East and top of the Supporters Shield, and they've got a game in hand on Inter Miami as well. "46 goals conceded. Joint second worst in the league. Yay! 4-0. Robin Janssen has gone off because he doesn't need to be on, but Pirani has turned lovely in between two players, feeds it to Santos on the left. It's Benteke. Finds Murrell on the right hand side. Cuts back inside. Crosses it in. Oh, McVeigh with a great recovery there. Sargas to Rodriguez. Baltola. Who they're talking about with 7 straight wins again. I mean, they've got the win probability thing up on Apple TV. There's no point in putting down a draw or a win for DC United because that is just not going to happen. Or if they're going to put it, at least put it into 2 decimal places of 0.01%. Smith on the left. Cartagena. Ugh. Ooh, excuse me, sorry about that. Got Nashville, Minnesota coming up in our next 2 games. Nashville. Minnesota are on pretty poor form at the moment. They've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games on the bounce. Ugh. How is everyone feeling right now? Hot takes. Let's have some hot takes. Ted gives it out wide to Santos on the left-hand side of the pitch. Oh, come on. Just give us something. Let's have one. Let's have one shot on target. McVeigh feeds it down to Murrell. Plays it all the way back to Sargas. Pirani. To Rodriguez. Back to Pirani. Oh. Ugh. Just not communication there at all. Minimal communication. Benteke. Back to Peltola. And when you've got Benteke, who's at centre midfield, Ted is down, knackered. Just get him off the pitch. He's exhausted. Guys, come on. 7.5 minutes to go. Let's just get through this. It's brutal. It is brutal. Ugh. Come on. Oh, my word, it is 5. Off another set piece. Oh, my word. I mean, that is just too easy. Who's marking him? Garay, what are you doing? Oh, Benteke, who's on him? It's just simple. Mark a man. Just literally nowhere. I don't know who's on him. Is this the worst performance of the season? right now, I'm of the belief it is by far and away the worst game we've had all season. Orlando's still on the move. Cartagene's going to have a go, isn't he? Yeah, why not? Straight into Miller's arms, though. From about 25 yards out. So, any teams that want a confidence boost against for the season, come play DC United. Because right now, it's just literally no point. I genuinely don't know why we're even bothering here. Here we go. Oh! I really don't want to see how many minutes of other time there is. I hope there's none. I know we've had 2 goals, but please. Don't make me watch more than I need to. Miller with the long ball. Pointless. Commentator's like, yeah, let's just get it over. Please. I mean, 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes. Just why? Common sense. Muriel step overs, but brilliantly tackled there by McVeigh. Get up. Four minutes to go. Come on. Danny boy, yes. I feel you, mate. I mean, the only way is up. The only way is up. I'm just. Yeah. 6 minutes out of time. Yeah, exactly. We've been through enough. We don't need to be going through any more right now. Unless we can get a goal with Pirani. He's trying his hardest. I just want something. Something to put a smile on my face. And right now, that would be the final whistle. Thorhalsen. Angulo has it go, but it's blocked. Torres. Can we please have the final whistle? Cartagena trying to feed it through. Oh, come on. Mm, 90 seconds to go. Oh. I was thinking that was not going to be a good end there. I've got a feel for the admin for DC United. Worst loss of the season score-wise, I believe. It also feels like it's the worst performance of the season as well. Come on, I want to go to bed now. There we go. Full time. That is it. Full time. Yeah. Winless run of 11 games now. It's gone great. It's going great. yeah, not much else to say really, apart from I'm gonna bugger off. It's 2:41 a.m. over here. I would like to say I enjoyed that game, but I really didn't. But I enjoyed doing this. This is always fun, and thank you to everyone who's been watching. Watching the mixed emotions of this game. We've obviously got more fixtures to come, which I'm really scared to be looking at because I really just don't want to be going through more of these defeats again and again and again and again. But yeah, I will be doing next weekend because I've got family visiting. And I really loathe to do anything for the Leagues Cup because I really just don't want to be doing anything for that tournament because I am so pissed off with it. So the next watch along will probably happen until towards the end of August. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Podcast will continue. So keep an eye out for that. But that is it for me this evening. I hope you all have a lovely evening ahead of you. If you're over in the States, go and watch some Copa America to cheer yourselves up. You're welcome, Danny boy. I'm just going to say my last thing that I always say, which is, until next time, Vamos United.